And we are back. I'm sorry that I cannot give you guys a full view of me driving. However, I'm glad that you all are joining me today because I have something very important that I want to tell you. So I did it. I did it. You're probably asking yourself, what is he talking about? I told him the truth, man. I told him how I feel. I told them how I felt. I gave them my heart. I did not give them my soul, though. Side note, I thought I sold my soul a long time ago, man. I do. Or I did think that I sold my soul. Not I did, or not I... Y'all get what I'm saying, man. Anywho, I want to talk to you guys about this because it's deep for me. I've been telling the truth recently. I've been telling the whole truth. And this is important because it's your person. It is your life. Why should you live by someone else's not boundaries, but rules? Why should you live to put yourself down for others to be happy? And I don't mean being selfless. I mean sparing their feelings. Ultimately, lying, omitting facts, and taking things away that should be considered, that should be told to people. There's a lot of hard truths out there, man, and quite frankly, they have not all been told by God. Now, I'm not saying God is hiding stuff from us. I'm not saying that he's lying to us. I'm saying that God is always working. He is not, or I can't speak for him, but things happen for a reason. I'll say that. Now, specifically, I don't know. Does anybody know, really? Just get to the point. I told the group chat, I said, hey, y'all need to get outside and touch some grass instead of frying your brains watching football all the time. Well, that's not that big. That's not a big deal. The ratio is 9-1. 10 is the total. Everyone loves football. Everyone talks about football constantly. It is the pinnacle of human existence. For some reason, it's life, or for some people, it's life or death. For some people, it's happiness, or sadness, or madness, and some badness. For some people, it controls their whole day, their whole mood, their whole month, their whole year. For some people, it controls their whole life, their bank accounts, their families. I'm not going to go into detail about what all it can affect because, truthfully, I don't have all the facts. I've lived a time where I was all about football. My dad watched it. I had a team, favorite team, loved that team to death. Everything for that team. I would base my outfits on that team's colors, black and yellow. I like black and yellow because of the Steelers. I like the Chargers. Now, when the Steelers lost to Green Bay Packers, I lost interest in football. My family, they terrorized me. They clowned on me. Because I was so sure that the Steelers were going to win. Yet they didn't. So when they lost, I lost. I was mad at everybody. I stopped talking to my family briefly. I was getting mean and aggressive. So you can say that I based my life at that point in time on football. It was the determiner of whether I was going to have a good day, a bad day, a good month, or a bad year. Now, let me get into the bread and butter. I told the whole group chat, I just can't get myself to love football like they do. One of them said that they enjoy it vicariously. I said, but you're watching grown men play football. You're not playing it. I said, me personally, I would rather play it than to watch it. I want to be the one playing it and not watching it. I don't get any joy out of just watching football. It's not me. But I understand some people do. I really do. The degree of this situation. We have a group chat for work, for team communication. A group chat for team communication and work outside of our actual workplace. The only uses for these group chats are to talk about football. Every morning, football. Every afternoon, football. Every evening, football. There's nothing else that these people can talk about. And I even called myself a hater. I said I'm a tier 15 hater because I don't enjoy getting 20 pings at night thinking, oh, this is something important, only for me to look at the notification and see, oh, they're just talking about football. I don't like that. It's a big waste of my time, a big waste of resources. If you want to talk to somebody about football, you ping them offline. You do not talk online about these things. I'm looking for work updates. I'm looking for promotion updates. I'm looking for personnel updates. I'm looking for what matters. The degree is what matters. The degree is to the point where football matters more than work. I then say I can't get myself to wear a jersey. I just can't. It's not of me. I cannot put another man's name or woman's name on a shirt and wear it every day. Now, it might not be every day, understood, but it's a good amount of the days. Now, when I say this, I'm talking about the very deep want to wear these shirts. Like, these people know these athletes' background from front to back. They know who they are. They know their family members' names. They know their stats from 10 years ago. Everything about these people. And it's not just the people at my job. It's a lot of football fans. And it irks me. Because how can somebody be so into it? Some of you are listening to me at the surface level. The main point is not, it's not about football. The main point is obsession. The main point is my curiosity. I'm curious about everything. Everything to do with humans. Why do they do this? Why do they do that? I'm pretty sure I've told you all. So with me asking these questions, I'm asking myself, why are people so obsessed with football? Why are people changing lanes and then changing back into lanes? I want to understand. It's my goal to understand what is going on around me, to be aware. Now, not being able to understand people having favorite people, or people having favorite human beings, people idolizing human beings when we are not supposed to be doing that. It confuses me. And they tried to relate wearing a jersey to wearing brand name clothing. They said, isn't that just like wearing Calvin Klein underwear? Calvin Klein shirt? I'm not wearing it because it says Calvin Klein. Yeah, sure. Maybe the product that they use is very good. But I'm not wearing it because it's Calvin Klein. You cannot relate that to wearing jerseys. Thank you. Because the football players didn't make those jerseys, did they? They didn't make those jerseys. They're all the same. Nike. Excuse me. Thank you. Nike made those jerseys. Jordan made those jerseys for NBA players. Once upon a time. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But people are not wearing it for Nike. They're not wearing it for Adidas or the owner of Under Armour. Sure, maybe they're wearing Nike for the brand because they're very popular. But you cannot tell me you go into a store and buy a random jersey and you're like, oh yeah, I'm rocking with this one. Some random guy on the team. No, you're not doing that. And you cannot convince me that you're doing that unless you are not obsessed. if you're buying a random jersey, you either got your shit way too late and your favorite character was sold out, being obsessed, or you're not that into football and don't know what the fuck you're buying. So again, I don't understand why people are so obsessed with these figures. Let's continue. They are wearing the jerseys because the name of their favorite character is on it. They tried to relate it to Jordan. You wear Jordans because it's Jordan. Michael Jordan doesn't make the fucking shoes. Michael Jordan's name isn't on the fucking shoes. Sure, it might say Air Jordan. Sure, it might have a logo, a Jumpman logo. But you cannot look me in the eyes and say, man, I love Jordan so much I buy all of his shoes. I don't do that. I buy shoes because they look good or they feel good. You are not convincing me of my own ways. You are not convincing me otherwise. I do things for me, or because of me, because of my purpose. I'm not doing these things because of other people. The biggest fish. Me telling people the truth. Yesterday I told the truth. Somebody was angry at me because apparently I'm not doing enough. I was told I'm not doing enough in a certain area, or I guess friendship, relationship, whatever. And then I bring up the stuff I'm doing. They say, oh, that's what a regular person is supposed to be doing. I say I'm doing things for them, and I basically say I'm picking up their slack. I'm putting in 100% while they're putting in 0. Now, catch this. When they tell me, oh, that's what you should be doing, then I say, okay, well, how come I'm picking up after you? How come I'm picking up your slack? I need you to do this for me. I need you to stop doing this, and I need you to lock the fuck in. There we go. Now, with me saying that, they blow up on me. Wait, I thought that was the regular thing to do. I thought that's what you were supposed to do. That's what I'm supposed to do. So how come you're not doing it? Right? My role is supposed to do that. What's your role supposed to do? Tell me. I say, take accountability then. And now, they want me to apologize. And let's go back in time for a bit. I didn't tell you guys this, but I initially said I did not want to talk about specific things because I already knew what direction it was going to go. But no, nobody wants to listen to me. Everybody thinks, everybody doesn't think about the other perspective. Not everybody can see from my shoes. And it really does get annoying when people are talking to me and they're like, oh, but you're not seeing from my perspective. What the fuck? I've been in your shoes before. I know what you're feeling, if not somewhat. How can you tell me I'm not looking from your perspective? If I've literally been in that situation and I am speaking out of your shoes to you. And then I think to myself, they just want me to validate their feelings. They just want me to validate them. Now, two sides, two perspectives. Yeah, sure, I don't like when people obsess over football. Maybe I was looking for validation. Maybe I was looking for somebody else to say, hey, I don't like when everybody only talks about football either. Maybe that's what I was looking for. I was curious though. Really damn curious. Why? And I just didn't like it because I don't like seeing it. The truth, man. Thinking about getting Tell the Truth tattooed on my hand. TTT. That's what I was gonna do, TTT. People are gonna be like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Anyways, guys, I really hope that I'm doing the right thing. I read a sign just before I left. It said, trust your gut. I've been telling everybody the truth because I'm so sick and tired of me not being included in the equation for the problems. It's always about the other person. And I just shy away. And I become this robot, this people pleaser. Oh, let me make you happy while you continue to treat me however. Now it's time to get some boundaries, man. It's time to set my own boundaries. It's time. Because I don't know how much longer I could take this. Alright, y'all. We out.